like a phantom limb that aches for something misunderstood. I'm learning how to breathe again, with ragged stuttering sighs, sweeping up the broken pieces of 1,000 whispered lies. This echo in the empty house, it's the sound of breaking free, but the silence screams your name. Sometimes still trying to haunt me. A mirror showed a hollow space where confidence had been. You specialized in sanding down the soul beneath the skin. You told me I was useless outside your perfect frame, that the whole wide world would burn me if I dared to leave the flame. But the ash is cold and crumbling, the cinder doesn't burn, and the lesson that you taught me is a page I finally turned. Now the air is thin and shivering where your heavy presence stood, like a phantom limb that aches for something misunderstood. I'm learning how to breathe again, with ragged stuttering sighs, sweeping up the broken pieces of 1,000 whispered lies. This echo in the empty house, it's the sound of breaking free, but the silence screams your name. Sometimes still trying to haunt me. The shadows stretch and twist now, they're no longer your disguise, just ordinary darkness under ordinary skies. I'm tracing lines of freedom on skin you left so bare. A map a whole wide world would brand me if I dared innings of fate. But sometimes in the quiet I feel that old embrace, a ghost slim reaching, searching for its familiar empty space. The house is empty now, the echoes start to fade. A new light paints the windows, a brave choice I have made. Just quiet sacred stillness where shadows used to play. In the long slow sunrise of my very first true day. Street light glow, hunched on the porch, you walked up the drive, and just that coat and a look, it enough. She never spoke, every vow burned quiet in the light. She talked about the dead, she searched for pity, but that well is dry now, span on the fool. She blames the world, but she's the one who paid. Said the open road would temper her. It only stripped away everything that was real. She came back, she only brought the shadow. I don't know the woman standing there below. I waited for the lesson she learned, just the ash from the bridge she burned. It's ugly, man, it's so ugly. She lost the one thing, the trust she took from me. Expected the old warmth, the air turned to glass. No soft place to land. I pulled my promises back. The girl I knew had fire. This woman is just spent, nowhere left to hide. She came back, she only brought the shadow. I don't know the It's not the cheating, it's not the money, it's the empty space behind her eyes that clings. My forgiveness wouldn't change a single thing. You can't rebuild trust when the wreckage is clear. She's demanding I let her in, but I won't let her failure be the only story told. I have no more bread left to share. Oh, she came back, she only brought the shadow. I don't know the woman standing there below. I waited for the lesson she learned, just the ash from the bridge she burned. It's ugly, man, it's so ugly. She lost the one thing, the trust she took from me. The trust she took from me. Oh, the heat is gone, just the air. tears, I'll kill the shame. I'm breaking the silence, tearing the chains, screaming the anger, drowning the pain. No more shadows, no disguise. I'll burn it down and watch it die. Smoke is clear and the sky is red. The fear is gone, the past is dead. Found my voice, I found my name. I'll never bow, I'll never break. I'm breaking the silence, tearing the chains, screaming the anger, drowning the pain. No more shadows, no disguise. I'll burn it down and watch it die.
Yeah, cold nights, grey blocks, sirens sing, life on the curb where the still birds sing. Concrete jungle, man's raised on scraps, council flats, dreams collapse. Every corner got eyes, every move gets checked. One wrong step, bruv, your life's in debt.
This is the street, no fairy tale. Hard truth written on a rusty rail. Blood on the pavement, name on the wall. Stand too tall, you're bound to fall. Fuck the system, we make our own. From the gutter to the stage, we claim the throne.
Cold wind by, tracksuit tight, feds on the prowl in the dead of night. Mums on the grind, bills don't wait, man's on the hustle, dodging fate. Fake friends talk, real ones right. Trust gets thin when the stakes get high.
This is the street, no fairy tale. Hard truth written on a rusty rail. Blood on the pavement, name on the wall. Stand too tall, you're bound to fall. Fuck the system, we make our own. From the gutter to the stage, we claim the throne.
Yeah, sirens echo, heartbeat race. Life's a gamble in this place, yeah. Dreams get pawned for a quick escape, but the block still holds you, chain and weight.
This is the street, no fairy tale. Hard truths written on a rusty rail. Blood on the pavement, name on a wall. Stand too tall, you're bound to fall. Fuck the system, we make our own. From the gutter to the stage, we claim the throne.
Concrete sermon, plug like him. We spit the truth as we hustle within. Concrete sermon, plug like him. We spit the truth as we hustle within. This is the street,
no fairy tale. Hard truths written on a rusty rail. Blood on the pavement, name on the wall. Stand too tall, you're bound to fall. Fuck the system, we make our own. From the gutter to the stage, we claim the throne.
Engines fire, the grid is set. Steel and thunder, the fiercest yet. Three wide charge and the crowd's alive. This is where the brave survive. Every corner's a battlefield. Every shove is a fate revealed. No escape, no get down. Only glory when the flag comes down. We are the Oval Warriors, racing fast, racing furious. Side by side, the sparks ignite. On the short track stage, we fight tonight. Flag drops, the pack explodes. Engines screaming down the road. Trading pain in the opening laps. Every second's a thunderclap. The Oval Warriors, racing fast, racing furious. Side by side, the sparks ignite. On the short track stage, we fight tonight. On the back straight bend. Every lap's a war that will never end. Push for pride, for name, for fame. Every lap's a fight, every lap's a game. Crowds are roaring, the lights burn red. One wrong move and you're out, you're dead. But the strong keep charging through. This is the life we're born to do. We are the Oval Warriors, racing fast, racing furious. Side by side, the sparks ignite. On the short track stage, we fight tonight. Bumpers clash in the final turn. Every driver with a will to burn. One last chance, one final dive. Only the fearless will survive. We are the Oval Warriors, racing fast, racing furious. Side by side, the sparks ignite. On the short track stage, we fight tonight. The checkered flag waves high and clear. Victory's roar is all you hear. But behind the wheel, win or lose, it's the fight itself that we all choose. We are the Oval Warriors, racing fast, racing furious. Side by side, the sparks ignite. On the short track stage, we fight tonight. From dirt to tarmac, night to day. The Oval calls, we can't stay away. Every track up proving ground, where legends rise and hearts pound. No limits, no fear, just the roar of the crowd. Engines screaming the anthem loud. From the green to the checker, the story's the same. Stock car warriors, born with the flame. The Oval Warriors, racing fast, racing furious. Side by side, the sparks ignite. On the short track stage, we fight tonight. So join the grid, take your place. Feel the thunder, embrace the chase. This is more than a game we play. It's the warrior's code, it's the racer's way. The Oval Warriors, racing fast, racing furious. Side by side, the sparks ignite. On the short track stage, we fight tonight. Start your engines, hear the call. Oval Warriors, give it all. I took an inventory of quiet, the things you used to fill, the space where your instructions used to bind me to your will. It's not a rush of thunder or a defiant sudden roar, just the sound of the front lock changing and the ghost key hitting the floor. My hands, they learn to hover, always waiting for a call. Now they just hold a warm up, watching condensation fall. This small rebellion is a bomb, a stillness I embrace, finding my real rhythm in this slow, untroubled pace. 'Cause healing isn't fire, it's just a steady cooling ground where I drop the weight of language you told me was profound. The clock on the kitchen wall runs on my kind of time, and forgiveness is the wallpaper, a pattern that is mine. I'm naming all the objects that were once just props for you, and finding their true purpose in this house that feels so new. Oh, the world looks slightly blurry without your sharp and false belief, like reading the wrong glasses. With a sudden strange relief, I feel the small discomfort of opinions I can choose, and the vertigo of having nothing left to lose. I walked right past the mirror, I didn't check my form, I just accepted my reflection. Sheltered from your storm, you measured life in warnings and things I must not touch, but I'm touching everything now and realizing I can trust. 'Cause healing isn't fire, it's just a steady cooling ground where I drop the weight of language you told me was profound. The clock on the kitchen wall runs on my kind of time, and forgiveness is the wallpaper, a pattern that is mine. I'm naming all the objects that were once just props for you, and finding their true purpose in this house that feels so new. Sat outside last evening until the light was gone, just me and the horizon, waiting for the dawn. No rush to analyze the darkness, no fear of what it holds, just accepting every minute as the present story folds. The future isn't plotted with your calendar and pen, it's a wide and open meadow. I'm learning to walk in, I trace the lines of scars now with a quiet certain hand. They're not marks of failure, but the edges of the land. Oh, 'cause healing isn't fire, it's just a steady cooling ground where I drop the weight of language you told me was profound. The clock on the kitchen wall runs on my kind of time, and forgiveness is the wallpaper, a pattern that is mine. I'm naming all the objects that were once just props for you, and finding their true purpose in this house that feels so new. Oh, this quiet inventory, this untroubled pace, this the most powerful thing I've ever had to face. I keep breathing, I keep naming. We taste the edge, we drink it full. Dancing on the thin line, where wrong feels right. Fire is fine, we're not alone in this design. Dancing on the thin line. Steps we take, they leave no trace, but hearts remember every face. We're not pretending, not afraid. We choose the game we've always played. Every breath, silent vow. We're in too deep to turn back now. Dancing on the thin line, where wrong feels right. Fire is fine, your design. You sell salvation, charge the cost, but grace was never yours to boss. Every sermon hides a scheme, every vision just a dream. Fuck your doctrines, I piss on your throne. You divide the heart, you claim the soul. I see the fraud behind the veil. Your kingdom you build is bound to fail. The founder's tale, a hollow sound, golden plates that can't be found. Story told to seize control, a myth that never saved a soul. Tear down the walls, expose the lies. No more prophets in disguise. The chains you forged, I will not wear. Your empty truth is smoke and air. I walk away,
They are choosing not to. And I can paint any damn picture you want for you. They're paying contractors to tear down the East Wing, but they're not putting money into the food bank that they're setting on. And when the White House press secretary said the top priority is the ballroom, we could not disagree more. Our top priority is the well-being of the Minnesotans, especially around food security, home heating assistance, and the things that we know Minnesota does really well.
Growing realization that the way to prosperity for all nations is rejecting protectionist legislation and promoting fair and free competition. Now, there are sound historical reasons for this. For those of us who lived through the Great Depression, the memory of the suffering it caused is deep and searing. And today, many economic analysts and historians argue that high tariff legislation passed back in that period, called the Smoot-Hawley Tariff, greatly deepened the Depression and prevented economic recovery. You see, at first, when someone says, let's impose tariffs on foreign imports, it looks like they're doing the patriotic thing by protecting American products and jobs. And sometimes for a short while it works, but only for a short time. What eventually occurs is, first, homegrown industries start relying on government protection in the form of high tariffs. They stop competing and stop making the innovative management and technological changes they need to succeed in world markets. And then, while all this is going on, something even worse occurs. High tariffs inevitably lead to retaliation by foreign countries and the triggering of fierce trade wars. The result is more and more tariffs, higher and higher trade barriers, and less competition. So soon, because of the prices made artificially high by tariffs that subsidize inefficiency and poor management, people stop buying. Then the worst happens. Markets shrink and collapse, businesses and industries shut down, and millions of people lose their jobs. The memory of all this occurring back in the 30s made me determined when I came to Washington to spare the American people the protectionist legislation that destroys prosperity. Now, it hasn't always been easy. There are those in the Congress, just as there were back in the 30s, who want to go for the quick political advantage, who risk America's prosperity for the sake of a short-term appeal to some special interest group, who forget that more than 5 million American jobs are directly tied to the foreign export business, and additional millions are tied to imports. Well, I've never forgotten those jobs, and on trade issues, by and large, we've done well. Throughout the world, there's a growing realization that the way to prosperity for all nations is rejecting protectionist legislation and promoting fair and free competition. Now, there are sound historical reasons for this. For those of us who lived through the Great Depression, the memory of the suffering it caused is deep and searing. And today, many economic analysts and historians argue that high tariff legislation passed back in that period, called the Smoot-Hawley Tariff, greatly deepened the Depression and prevented economic recovery. You see, at first, when someone says, let's impose tariffs on foreign imports, it looks like they're doing the patriotic thing by protecting American products and jobs. And sometimes for a short while it works, but only